Hey, welcome to Spanky's Speed Shop. Got my very favorite helper here today. And today on Spanky's Speed Shop, we're going to be taking the rusted out, nasty exhaust out of this 2006 Dodge Ram. It is rusted to the point where I was driving it and part of the exhaust just fell the hell off. And then my downpipe is rusted out. It's completely rusted and nasty. And we're going to replace it with this stainless steel 5-inch catback exhaust system. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get into it.
Cool. Oh my god, this is awful.
Yeah, it's freaking unbelievable.
It's so bad. There's just like
so
huge
bad.
hole in it right here.
And what's really funny,
It's so bad.
right here is where the catalytic converter goes. And
Okay.
there's just not one in here.
There's just not one.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so fuck.
Okay, so here we are at this beginning part of the exhaust pipe right after we're connected into the turbo. We're gonna come into this cuff to disconnect first, and you'll see how freaking rusted it is. Look right in here, that is just a hole. It's just open. So we gotta get this out of here, and we will work our way down, going through all those other clamps to replace all of the pieces. Hear me out.
Oh, sorry.
What if we just cut the metal bars that are hanging?
Yeah, we could probably do
Fucking
that.
cut it out, because like we're not, look at this bump rust, look at the other one, like they're not coming off. I also just like, I really want to just like cut shit out of this because I think it'd be fun.
Alright. Okay, so we're, rather than trying to just start on disassembling and unscrewing these rusted out bolts.
Look at these.
Yeah, because they're nasty. But Ryley has the great idea. Because all of this stuff is going to be replaced, Ryley is thinking, screw it. We're just going to grab a cutting wheel and cut this the hell out. So I guess we start with that one back there and then here. All right, let's go to town.
Got your eye protection on?
I've got my eye protection on. You've got your eye protection on.
It's gonna shoot sparks that way?
Yeah, it should. Let's have some fun. One. Ha ha ha. All right, let's get the next one and see how this goes.
Yep.
It come through?
Yep.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's starting to fall. Cool.
Oh, I gotta be careful. I don't want it to fall on me.
Well, yeah, that's a good idea.
because that thing's gonna be there. It'll catch me.
Yeah, well, you know, if it falls on you, it's not too heavy. At least I hope not. Can you get in there? That's a weird angle.
Yeah, I'll have to go in like this. I think it'll be fine. I'll stop if I can't do it.
Cool.
It's so close. There we go.
Nice. That little Chicago electric grinder is kicking ass.
Yeah, this thing's sick.
All right. Yay!
Can you not touch it?
Yeah, that's
You'll tear
really,
the
really,
shit out of your
it's
sock.
also really, 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 really hot.
Yes. Whew. I might be deaf in my left ear now.
Yeah, I wonder what the truck sounds like now. So, unfortunately, I don't have a Sawzall long enough to do this. So I've been trying to just cut this off with a 4-inch grinder, a cutting wheel. But unfortunately, way up the top, right up there, I can't get through it. Which is really irritating because that's the only thing that's stopping me from dropping this entire exhaust, because I gotta pull this whole downpipe, which is all rusted. The downpipe's disconnected from the turbo, clear up there. See the turbo? Yay! I still got that clamp on there that I gotta hammer off or pry off or figure out how to get the damn thing off. That's okay. This needs to come out first. Once this is out, then we can go on to that. So that's where we're at. Ryley and John have gone to the garage to see if I got a hacksaw that I can use to cut that last piece with, and then I can get this the hell out of here. Okay, so thanks to Ryley, she got in there where I couldn't get in because I'm too fat and old and cranky and can't figure shit out. She solved the problem. And the exhaust, still got to get that clamp off. That's going to be a bitch. But the exhaust is out. And there's the remnants. Ryley's idea of just cutting the son of a bitch out was a good idea. So, yay. My brother-in-law John came over to help, and couldn't have done this without him either, so you're awesome. Okay, so we got the clamp off, yay. And there's that bad boy down there. Just laying there, good. Now, some of the more eagle-eyed among you may have noticed that there was no catalytic converter on that stuff that we took off. That's because someone who had this vehicle before me removed the catalytic converter. And because there's no catalytic converter on it, I can't take it to a shop legally and have them work on it without putting a new catalytic converter on. And I want to put a new catalytic converter on. Unfortunately, right now they're hard to come by. So we've got the cat back system, and then we have this piece here that's going to take the place temporarily of the catalytic converter. Normally this would connect and the cat would connect to that, and it would connect into the downpipe. But right now, temporarily, this piece will go in, and then once I can get a catalytic converter in, then we can just disconnect there and there, drop that, throw the catalytic converter in. So Ryley's been laying the pieces out so we can kind of test fit everything.
No idea if that's the right order yet. We'll see.
Yeah, well, yeah. You wanna...
I don't know.
Not sure.
Guess.
We're guessing, but the place that I ordered this from, very cool shop, Pure Diesel Performance. Right there on their website, they tell you, we're not going to send you instructions because if you need instructions to put an exhaust system on, you should go to a muffler shop. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. Hey, so it's the next morning. We got everything off yesterday and decided it was hot and I was tired and we had things to do. So now it's the next morning and we're getting started. Ryley's underneath. She's going to clean up where that rust is. I'm going to pull the entire air intake system just so that we have room. I don't need to pull it to like replace anything at the moment, but I'm just pulling it so that we have room to get our hands in there because it's kind of a tight fit. So that's where we're at. So this is a downpipe and it goes down from the turbo. That's why it's called a downpipe. And you see this flange on the end. That flange will press up against oh shit, I got no light in here. All right, well, we'll fake it. That flange will press up against this back flange here on the outlet of the turbo. So here's the turbo, there's the outlet of the turbo. Oh, thank you for that light. And that flange there. So those two flanges press up against one another. And this is a V-clamp. And so the V-clamp The two flanges go in here, press against each other. You tighten the V-clamp up, locks it nice and tight. So that's step one. That's the first thing we're going to put on. The Dodge manual calls for jacking the truck up, taking this tire off, and taking this inner piece out before, so you can gain access to that flange and tighten it. I don't want to do that, so we're going to dick around with it and take a long time to do it the wrong way. And ultimately, probably end up doing it the right way, but for now, this is where we're going to go. Okay, we've been battling with it for quite a while. Finally clued into the fact that the flange was bent and not allowing us to get the clamp on, so that was a fight. Secondarily, the V-clamp that she's got right there was kind of flopping too loose, so I had to compress this in a vise so that we could actually turn this.
Otherwise, it was just spinning around and falling out.
Yep. And then the other thing that we've learned is this is a special nut for this bolt, and it threads on real nice to start with, so it's not a cross-threading issue, but what it's designed to do is as you crank it, it cuts a little bit deeper in, and it doesn't want to back out. So we've switched places. I'm going to be underneath. Ryley's going to be on top because I'm too damn fat to fit properly. So Ryley's going to rock this, and yeah, let's get at it.
We'll see.
Let's see how it works. Yeah, you're fucking getting it.
Woo!
I mean, keep...
Can I take a second then?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just need to take off my sweatshirt. I was like, I can't stop until I know it's like holding it up. Because I know being under there and pushing up on that gets, your arms get so sore so quick. Whew. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to do it again.
Yeah, that's the only V-clamp we have.
Is it too much? Or not enough?
You're perfect. You're absolutely perfect right there.
Sure it's not going to come out?
No, never sure of anything. But I'm going to call victory on that.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Hey.
We did it!
Yay! All right, so we got the tailpipe hung. I don't know what the fancy word for it is. The part that goes over the rear axle, that's hung. And now what we're going to do is get the muffler in place, get it measured. I've got my little Sharpie. I've got my hangers hung that need to be welded onto that pipe. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put the muffler in place, not clamp everything down, just set it in place and hold it where it needs to be. Slide this in place, see where that needs to be. Then I will mark this appropriately where the hanger rods are. Then we'll pull those out, heat them, weld them onto that, hang it, and go from there. So. Okay, so what, in case you didn't understand what I was doing, I've marked the pipe here and here where these pieces need to sit. And there's a start point, so that mark right there, that's where it's going to start. I've got them swapped for this video right now. That'll start, and then I'll heat this, wrap it, bend it into place so it'll fit in place, and then clean the stainless coating off, grind that down just back to the metal, clean this off. And then once that's heated and bent, then I'll weld it in place. And that will give me a hanger, and I'll have a hanger on each end of this. Okay, so we've got the hanger, and we're gonna have all the really fancy, awesome, amazing tools. We've got just some, the tools that I can afford. So I'm gonna use just a cheapo propane torch, and Ryley's got a ball peen hammer and a pair of pliers, and we're gonna slowly bend this in a curve. And then we can come check fit as we're going. So this piece has to curve so it can be ultimately welded to the round pipe. So here we go.
You heat up higher. I want to curve the top first. I think.
It's gonna take a while because it's.
You can do the time lapse super speed here.
Yeah. I don't have oxy at settling yet, so this is as good as it gets. The trick here is to take your time and go slow. The guys in the pro muffler shops, they've got acetylene torches that burn way hotter than this. And they can do this a lot faster than we can. They also have nice, fancy bendy vise things that,
You know, bend it at an actual circle instead of just around.
instead of just beating on it.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Flat disc. Super easy.
So we are getting ready to weld this hanger on. It is much, much thicker than the pipe we're welding it onto. So Dad's gonna heat it up with a blowtorch first, and then we'll weld it on.
Yeah, we'll preheat this so it's nice and hot. I'll hold it in place. Ryley will do the welding. So here we go. It's gonna take a minute. Enjoy your time. I think you should start at the top of the curve and work your way down.
That was my thought.
And do one side and then do the other.
Yep.
And if you're filling, don't fill on that, fill on this, and bring the fill to that.
Okay. I might actually get kind of 2 beads on either side near the top. That way you don't have to keep holding it the whole time.
Good call.
Well, a bead on either side, not 2 on each.
Get in place. Right spot. Okay. Can I open the hood?
Yep. Sweet, I got penetration going.
Beautiful. Okay, come over and get this side and
Yep.
you'll be good.
Thank you. very proud of this last end bit that I did. So I'm very proud of it. Look at that. Not that. Don't look on that side. Look on this side.
Oh my God, look at that. It's a stack of freaking dimes, right?
Yeah. Alright, let me check the bottom and make sure we're good. Oh, hell yeah. I'm so proud of this. I feel really, really good about this.
Good job. Okay, that's a weird freaking angle, but whatever. So, that rod, the second rod that I needed to attach to that pipe, I realized that if I were to put both of them on, weld them both to the pipe, I'd never be able to get it mounted because of the way the angle hooks go into the mounts. So I'm gonna have to actually weld that second rod in place underneath here. So let's take a look at where we're at right now. So coming in underneath the truck, there's the new exhaust going back there. I don't have any clamps on, but you see the hangers. Those hangers are in place. That hanger's in place. Here's the newly welded piece with the hanger right there. And that other hanger is here. So what I have to do is, here's the line. Oh, get the focus. Here's that line where that other piece has to weld. So I'll get the flap disc in here in a minute and get that cleaned up. And then I'll take that hanger and I'll put it through, hang it in, and then I'll bring it down and weld it on. And oh no, Devin, then you'll never be able to take it off without cutting it. Yeah, I don't care. Once it's on, I'm good. So that's the next step is flap disc this off, get the hanger in place, bring it down, weld it on while I'm here underneath the truck. So that's always fun. Gotta cut this pipe off. So that it fits. I really don't want to light shit on fire, so. There we go. Okay, so I still need to finish clamping everything up. Still got to get all the clamps in place and finish that last weld of that hanger. This hanger still needs to be welded in. Clamp needs to be put in place there. Rest of the clamps down there. God dang, Ryley did a good weld on that earlier. Rest of all the clamps need to be put in, but we're in place. This needs to be tightened, and the V clamp at the top of the downpipe needs to be put in. Or it's in, but it needs to be tightened completely so that everything's set. I had it loose so that we could move stuff around. But boy, that's shiny and pretty. Anyway, other than the final weld up and tightening all the clamps, exhaust's in. I need a bath. Okay, so little tip. You should probably already know this, but in case you don't, with modern vehicles, if you're going to do any form of electric welding, arc welding, TIG, MIG, whatever, if you're going to do any kind of welding on a modern vehicle that has an ECM, you must disconnect the battery, which is Ryley starting, disconnecting the battery. This truck has two. But you got to disconnect the battery before you do that. You know, some people are like, oh, never weld on a vehicle. You got to weld on vehicles at times. You know, oh, always take out the gas tank. If you're going to weld around fuel, yeah, get rid of it. But in this situation, it's a modern vehicle. It's got an ECM. If you do not disconnect the battery, you can fry your ECM. If it's an older vehicle, like that Buick, don't need to worry about it, but it's still, why take the chance? Take the extra 90 seconds, always disconnect the battery. So, yeah. That's the V-clamp, Ryley's tighten it up. It's getting there. I think that's about done.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is not budging at all. You got it. That's locked in.
Yeah, I just noticed the edges of this are starting to strip a bit, so we're done.
Yeah. Cool.
Awesome.
All right, now on to the next set of clamps.
All right, so you can see we got that back hanger in first. Got this weld on. Some of it's real ugly, but some of it's pretty. You can be proud of that side at least. And then over here, you know, Dad bent this one. He did a pretty good job, but I wasn't happy with it. I thought it would be too hard to weld, but I bent it then. Look at that. I'm just showing off. I'm really proud of that. Super flush. I mean, there's a gap, but like, come on. We did that by hand with a hammer and a clamp and a blowtorch.
Okay, we're gonna be welding here in a minute, welding this piece in. Right, again, Rye's preheating it. Hi. Getting it preheated, again, so that we can weld without having to blow through the steel, because that's preheated, and then we lay that up against the sheet steel of the exhaust. And because it's already hot, it won't blow through. So. We're good.
You're twisting it and moving it with that thing. Like with your clippers, you're making a space so it's not. Shit, that's right. I forgot it's hot. Sorry. Just push against it. Don't grab it. You know what I'm saying? Just hold it up. Perfect. Okay. Go?
Yeah, and you're welding this, yep. And then to that, right?
Yep.
All right.
Get out of my way.
I'm getting out of your way. All right, yeah, I'm out. Go. Oh, the fucker go in between you?
Oh, God. No, it like hit my shirt and like something like stayed on it. It burnt through this fucking shirt.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
Like, look at that.
Hey, that's Eastwood quality for you.
Ah, don't get...
You want this shirt?
This welding shirt fucking sucks. Don't buy it.
Do you want this one?
Yeah, because it's falling on me.
Yeah, this one's super thick and heavy.
Like, yeah, let me try not to beat the shit out of myself on that. Alright. You give that to me as a toy. Fuck that thing. Alright, careful not to get sparks on you. I'll do my best not to.
I'm gonna shut my eyes.
So if you can come over here, push that. Well, put your fucking mask on. What are you doing? Just, shut my eyes, my ass. There's sparks flying everywhere. You're gonna burn the shit out of your face.
All right.
from this gap and push up there.
Like that?
Yep, perfect. Oh my god, this sucks.
Yep.
It's so
You hear how
bad.
spattery that is? How
Huh?
it's going? You hear how it's going? How
Yeah.
spattery it is? That's because we're going up and you're not getting enough gas shielding. So that's part of the reason this kind of welding sucks when you're underneath.
Okay, I think I can tilt it up actually more.
There. Yeah, that tilt is much. Oh shit! I was looking at it.
Sorry.
My fault.
There we go. There we go. That one's way fucking better.
Yeah.
So I can kind of go sideways now instead of up, too. Alright, so we finished. So the first thing we have from the front is our V clamp connecting our downpipe to the turbo. And if we come along here, next we have this clamp connecting our downpipe to the first part of the exhaust. And if we go down, we got our next clamp connecting our tube that we have our beautiful weld on, first of all. And then, oh yeah, this one is better. Alright, next clamp going to the muffler. And then to our pipe going up over the axle to finally the tailpipe. And we're done.
That's a good shot, dog.
Alright, let's see what it sounds like.
Where are the keys?
Oh, in my hand? Alright, let's see what it sounds like. Way better.
So there you have it. The new exhaust is in, the 5-inch stainless exhaust is in place. Ryley got the galvanizing compound onto those welds. Everything's hung, everything's tight. Did a test run, runs great, everything's awesome. I've got the new BHAF on order. As soon as that comes in, I'll replace that, and everything's good. So it's just time to finish cleaning up. Thanks for watching Spanky Speed Shop.